जुलाई 93 में ए नो कॉन्फिडेंस मोशन नरसिम्हा राव जी की सरकार के अगेंस्ट लाया गया था, और एक जेएमएम ब्राइबरी केस ये 98 में हुआ था। पीवी नरसिम्हा राव वर्सेस स्टेट 98 के जो केस है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में बहुत बढ़िया एक बहुत दिलचस्प जजमेंट था। इन ए दिलचस्प इन ए कॉन्टेक्स्ट इट वाज एनोमलस, फाउंड टू बी एनोमलस लेटर ऑन, बट इट वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट केस। उसमें क्या कहा गया था, द members of the parliament at that point, the JMM, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha members, received bribes. The CBI investigation revealed that, but they cannot be prosecuted because they enjoyed the protection of the privilege under Article 1052, any vote given. वोट देने का अधिकार है उनको, वो है। The people who have received the bribe but not voted can be prosecuted, but people who have got the bribe and voted, if the ends of the bargain are met, then you cannot prosecute somebody because privileges 1052 उनके प्रोटेक्शन में आएगा। ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट उस समय में कहा था। बहुत अजीब सा जजमेंट था। एवर सिंस इट वाज वेरी डिस्कंसर्टिंग। सुप्रीम कोर्ट की वो जजमेंट एवन एक डिवीजन बेंच में, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बेंच में 7-2 की रेफरेंस में, जब चंद्रचूड़ साहब थे चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया, इन 24 द होल प्रोसेस वाज रिवर्स्ड। एनी वोट गिवन is a criminal offense. It is followed under the PC Act, Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. आप वोट नहीं दे, आप ब्राइब नहीं ले सकते हैं। So members of parliament or member of legislatures are not immune from the criminal proceedings. Criminal liability is maintained. तो अभी की जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जजमेंट है, no members of parliament or member state legislators can take bribe and vote. और ये होगा तो द प्रोटेक्शन विल नॉट बी अवेलेबल टू देम अंडर आर्टिकल 105 और 194, जो जिसकी जिक्र अभी ऑनरेबल स्पीकर साहब मेंशन कर रहे थे इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ जो अक्टूबर 23 की जो प्रिविलेज, जो एथिक्स कमेटी की जो रिकमेंडेशंस हुआ है, वन ऑफ द मेंबर्स ऑफ द लोकसभा एट दैट पॉइंट इन टाइम यही था, कैश फॉर क्वेरी, कैन समबडी टेक कैश फॉर पुटिंग क्वेरीज। तो ये जो केस फॉर क्वेरी के एलिगेशन था, देन एथिक्स कमेटी फाउंड इट क्रेडिबल and subsequently the house had to take action, and you all know about the result. So therefore ये privilege and ethics ये ऐसी है that the two sides of the same coin. If you know what exactly your privileges are, apparently you can never err on the side of the ethics. You will definitely be able to understand what is the ethical postulates, ethical predispositions, आपका क्या होना चाहिए। एक और जजमेंट मैं कल हमारे एक मेंबर्स ऑफ MLA सर कल रेज कर रहे थे, ये कहा गया था टुमारो विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट इज कैन ए प्रिविलेज इशू पेंडिंग इन द कमिटी बी रिवाइव्ड आफ्टर द डिसोल्यूशन ऑफ ए लोकसभा और ए हाउस। इनका था कि वो रिवाइव हुआ और उनको परेशान किया गया है। तो उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में मैं कुछ, हमारा कॉल एंड सफदर बहुत प्रोमिनेंट पार्लियामेंट्री रेफरेंस बुक है, तो हमारा तो बहुत क्लियर है पार्लियामेंट्री रूल्स एंड प्रोसीजर के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, वंस द हाउस इज डिसॉल्व्ड एनी बिजनेस पेंडिंग इन द हाउस और इन द कमिटीज, तो कमिटीज हाउस का ही एक एक्सटेंशन है, गेट्स लैप्स्ड। We call that a sponge in the parliamentary slate. It's finished. Nothing will remain. In that context, it should not have been. That's the dominant parliamentary opinion. कि हाउस अगर डिसॉल्व हो गया, रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूट होगा, तो सेम प्रिविलेज की चीज़ें होना नहीं चाहिए। लेकिन एक इम्पोर्टेंट माड्रास का एक जजमेंट मुझे मिला, जो माड्रास हाई कोर्ट इन 2017 उनका कुछ गुटका केस था, कुछ गुटका साचे लेके मेंबर्स ऑफ द DMK वहाँ हल्ला कर रहे थे हाउस के अंदर। द मैटर वाज रेफर्ड टू द प्रिविलेजेस कमिटी। 2020 में हाई कोर्ट हैड गिवन द जजमेंट But essentially, double bench में again the Madras High Court said that ये जो privilege है एक institutional disciplinary powers of the House and the committee, it cannot get apparently lapsed. It can be revived, and therefore it was revived. By that time, DMK सरकार आ चुकी थी. They were, finding it little inconvenient if we members of the government will have to face the proceedings. But Madras की जो division, Madras को High Court की division bench था, it is a one-off case only in the context of Tamil Nadu, not have been, widely appreciated. But I don't know much about this Bengal case. But parliamentary, advices and position is very clear. We normally do not take up any subject after the resolutions of the Lok Sabha. Another important point, मैं ये समझ रहा था कि थोड़ा सा मेंशन किया जाए. What are the things that we all know, but क्या क्या important case पार्लियामेंट में हुआ है वो privilege के मैटर में लाया गया है. See what happens है, ये normally the privilege एक बहुत बड़ा एक matter of inconvenience for the press. Press has all the time talked about codifications of parliamentary privileges. कोडिफिकेशंस होना चाहिए होना चाहिए होना चाहिए. 11th लोकसभा में बहुत बड़ी एक इम्पोर्टेंट स्टडी हुआ इस पे, तो उस पे जजमेंट आया कि देयर इज नो नीड फॉर द कोडिफिकेशंस ऑफ प्रिविलेजेस. एंड ऑफ लेट सिंस द टाइम फ्रॉम द मावलंकर डाउन to the current speaker, everybody held the opinion there is no need to codify parliamentary privileges. The moment you codify the parliamentary privileges, what will happen, ये पूरे के पूरे देश भर में दुनिया कोर्ट में चलेगा, ये कोर्ट कचहरी की मामला होगा. Court will unnecessarily interfere into the lives of the members of parliament. In a sense, everything that they do in public life, वो unnecessary ये घटनाक्रम में फंसना नहीं चाहते हैं. तो उन्हें कहा कि एक lenient view लो, but at the same time it must be maintained कि privilege एक बहुत important instrument है, इसकी protection होना चाहिए. ये बात भी रखा गया अगर इलेक्शन कमीशन इतने बड़े देश में जनरल इलेक्शंस कर सकता है only on the basis of one half a page piece of paper that's called model code of conduct. That's not a statutory instrument. कोई रूल्स नहीं है, ना कोई एनफोर्सेबल डॉक्यूमेंट है, बट वो उसके बेसिस पे इतना हो सकता है. तो वाई यू डू हैव ए कोडिफिकेशंस इन द लॉ फॉर मेंबर्स ऑफ पार्लियामेंट और द मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटर्स, वो भी ऐसे ही चल सकता है. तो आपके जो लक्ष्मण रेखा है अगर उसकी ध्यान रहे, सो नथिंग विल हैपन. नॉर्मली व्हाट मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर दे गेट कंफ्यूज्ड between three things. First is house and the committee. The privilege that you get it under Article 105, 194 is not available once you come out of the house. अगर मीडिया के लोग खड़े हैं और गेट के बाहर आप चले गए, असेंबली गेट में, आपको पूछेंगे आपने क्या कहा, आपने वही कहा जो हाउस में कहा, यू विल नॉट गेट द प्रोटेक्शन बिकॉज दैट इज नॉट अवेलेबल आउटसाइड द हाउस. ये सबको ध्यान रखने की बहुत जरूरत है कि हाउस इज द फोर वॉल्स of the hall, that is house, that is chamber. उसी में आपको privilege है, it's not available outside the house or to the media or anything else. Number one. Number two है, it is essentially meant for your parliamentary duties. It is not meant for, कोई अगर मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेचर जा रहे हैं, ट्रैफिक वाला रोका, उनको अगर गाड़ी का कागज दिखाइए, आपने गाड़ी का कागज दिखा, बट यू बाय द होल प्रोसेस यू मिस्ड योर नंबर 1 पार्लियामेंट क्वेश्चन व्हिच वाज लिस्टेड फॉर द डे, और उस पे आप वी हैव द एविडेंस, यू कैन प्रोसिक्यूट हिम. बट अगर आप बाजार जा रहे हैं कि सोशल फंक्शन में जा रहे हैं फैमिली के साथ, वही ट्रैफिक वाला आपको रोका, आप ये नहीं कह सकते मैं मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेचर हूं, मेरा हनन हो रहा है विशेषाधिकार. नहीं, दैट्स नॉट अवेलेबल. इट्स ओनली एंड ओनली इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट्री ड्यूटीज. बहुत सारे केस में, खासकर नॉर्थ ईस्ट में बहुत सारे केस में ये होता है, ऑफिसर के साथ कोई मनमानी हो जाता है, तो मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर कंप्लेंट अबाउट द ऑफिसर्स. दीज आर ऑल प्रोटोकॉल मैटर्स. बहुत शिष्टाचार और विशेषाधिकार एक अलग अलग डोमेन है. शिष्टाचार कहीं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का पार्ट नहीं है, बट विशेषाधिकार कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के पार्ट है. तो वी एसेंशियली नीड टू नो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली पार्लियामेंट्री प्रिविलेजेस। सर आज के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सोशल मीडिया एक एनोनिमस एंटिटी है एंड सब आप लोग भी यूज़ करते हैं, दुनिया यूज़ करती है, तो इस पे ज़्यादा आपको ध्यान रखने की ज़रूरत है सोशल मीडिया में। आई विल जस्ट गिव एन एग्जाम्पल, अगेन इट पर्टेन्स टू द स्टेट ऑफ वेस्ट बंगाल। There is a member of parliament in Rajya Sabha from Trinamool Congress. There was a proceedings in the Rajya Sabha जहाँ पे हरिवंश sir was the deputy chairman. वो फार्म लॉज बिल रिपील की बात चल रही थी, ऑपोजिशन और सरकार के बीच में कुछ ऐसे पंडेमोनियम सीन था, डिस्ट्रप्शंस हो रही थी। उस समय में डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन वाज चेयरिंग द हाउस। वो संसद टीवी के वो उतने पोर्शन वो प्लग करके कंसर्न्ड मेंबर पुट इट इन आवर सोशल मीडिया हैंडल, उसमें एक कैप्शन दे दिया, हरिवंश जी अ डेप्यूटी चेयरमैन बिहेविंग मच लाइक ए बीजेपी मैन। वो जो इम्प्यूटिंग मोटिव is something that is not protected under parliamentary coverage, parliamentary privilege. आप impute नहीं कर सकते हैं। Deputy chairman is deputy chairman. You cannot say he's behaving like a BJP man. So that is imputing motive. So इसलिए हमारे जब 361A एक आर्टिकल इंसर्ट हुआ, उस पर भी यही प्रेस की डिमांड थी, जो हमें तो काम करने नहीं दिया जा रहा है। ऑल द टाइम दे आर सेइंग वी आर कवर्ड अंडर प्रिविलेज प्रिविलेज प्रिविलेज। उन दिनों में साहब ने जैसे कहा, उन दिनों में वही सर्चलाइट केस, वही केशव सिंह केस और वो सब केस बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट केस हो चुके थे। तो 77 में एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट लाया गया, 361 आर्टिकल वाज इंसर्टेड। उसमें कहा गया अगर प्रेस ऑथेंटिकली एंड सब्सटेंशियली रिपोर्ट करेगा प्रोसीडिंग्स का, then nothing will happen to them. वो बिंदास अपना पब्लिश करें, nothing will hinder them. But once they start imputing motives, it will be difficult. और प्रेस क्या होता है सर, जैसे प्रेस गैलरी में बैठे रहते हैं, हाउस इज adjourned, still members are interacting. Many times press will see that and report in the press. They are not protected under that because house is adjourned. Even if members are behaving the way they are behaving, that has nothing to do with the press to cover it up in the name of parliamentary protection. They cannot do that. So 361A is an instrument that will help the press, that must guide them. They cannot impute motives into the matter, and substantially they are reporting it and fair enough. So 3 important nuggets are, so please be mindful of social media. ये anonymous है, but still it could be a matter of privilege. It was done. In our case, it was referred to Mr. Jagdeep Dhankar, then Chairman Rajya Sabha, referred that matter to even Privileges Committee, and incidentally, Privilege Committee was headed in Rajya Sabha by Deputy Chairman Harivansh sir again. So that was also a case. He has to recuse himself. Second important part है, sir ने mention किया, सतीश महाना sir ने mention किया that ये एक मेंबर दूसरे मेंबर को भी कह सकता है यू आर ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिंग द प्रोसीडिंग्स ऑफ द हाउस, मेरा क्वेश्चन लिस्टेड है, द ऑपोजिशन इज क्रिएटिंग हंगामा और सो यू आर प्रिवेंटिंग मी, माई ड्यूटी, माई रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एज ए मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेचर, वेयर आई विल गेट अपॉर्चुनिटी। बड़ी मुश्किल से तो नाम आता है क्वेश्चन में और आप हंगामा करते हो, मैं क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछ पाता हूँ, माई ड्यूटी एज ए मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेचर इज फिनिश्ड। So he can also put it. ये राज्यसभा लोकसभा में अजय रंजन चौधरी सर की एक इसी तरह का एक केस लोकसभा में भी हुआ था, जिट वाज रेफर्ड टू द प्रिविलेज कमेटी, एंड राज्यसभा में ये बहुत सारे इंस्टांसेस है, द मेंबर्स ऑफ अपोजिशन और द मेंबर्स ऑफ रूलिंग पार्टी एज द केस में बी, दे कैन ऑल्सो गिव a privilege notice if they willfully obstructing the proceedings of the house, not allowing the house and thereby preventing the members to express their views, because he is to express the views, ask questions or do certain things on behalf of his own constituents. So that's also important case. कोई मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट गलती से या मेंबर ऑफ लेजिस्लेचर गलती से वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग ना करें और करके सोशल मीडिया में ना जाए। दैट्स अ केस इन Rajani Patil case in Rajya Sabha, it was referred to the Privileges Committee. उन्होंने वीडियो लिया और उसको अपने सोशल मीडिया में डाल दिया. You can carry your mobile, but you must be mindful. Security and other privilege will not come to your rescue. This is something you need to be careful about. There's another case in Rajya Sabha again. There's a Sanjay Singh case. Sanjay Singh, a member of parliament from Aam Aadmi Party, he repeatedly, questioned the authority of the chair by not adhering to his rulings. Every day he defied it, and chairman referred the case to the Privileges Committee. There are certain cases. More cases are now emerging within this chamber, within the house, not from the outside. Outside things are getting milder, but now the contention is more between the oppositions and the government. So, little be mindful on that, sir. But you all are learned, as you know, as you go ahead, you learn by doing your own thing diligently. Thank you very much. Any questions we'll be able to answer. Thank you, sir.
Friends, the Honourable Speaker of the West Bengal Legislative Assembly, Shri Ratindra Bose, tells me that we need to wind up actually before time, so you can have enough time to interact and connect during lunch. So we will skip the tea right now. We will seamlessly move into the next session, but there is time for 4 questions. I can see the first hand I saw was of Jitendra Tiwari ji. Can someone give him a microphone, please? Please, okay. তো যারা যারা আপনারা প্রশ্ন করবেন সম্মানীয় বিধায়ক বিধায়িকারা আপনাদের নাম এবং বিধানসভাটা বলবেন।
नमस्कार, मैं ये पूछना चाह रहा था कि जैसा बताया गया कि मैं विधायक के रूप में अपने काम को करने जा रहा हूँ, उसमें यदि कोई बाधा देता है तो वहाँ पर मुझे ये इम्यूनिटी अवेलेबल है, लेकिन अपने परिवार के साथ कहीं जा रहा हूँ, मैं विधानसभा में जा रहा हूँ, कोई रोकता है तो वहाँ ये इम्यूनिटी मुझे अवेलेबल है। लेकिन एज एमएलए विधानसभा के बाहर भी एमएलए का काम करने ही कहीं जा रहा हूँ, कहीं पब्लिक से इंटरेक्शन करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ, कहीं कोई उद्घाटन है वो देखने के लिए जा रहा हूँ, कहीं कुछ काम डैमेज हो गया है उसका परिदर्शन करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ, वो भी एज एमएलए ही जा रहा हूँ। तो वहाँ पर यदि कोई बाधा आता है तो वहाँ मुझे ये इम्यूनिटी अवेलेबल है कि नहीं, ये मैं जानना चाहता हूँ।
ये प्रोटोकॉल और प्रिविलेज इन दोनों में फ़र्क है कि बहुत सारे समय के ऊपर जिस समय आप जा रहे हैं आपका प्रोटोकॉल का उल्लंघन है। जैसे आपने कहा किसी ने रोक लिया तो रोक लिया कि आपके प्रोटोकॉल एक दूसरे को सम्मान देना है। जो एग्जीक्यूटिव है आपका रिस्पेक्ट करेगी, आपको सम्मान देगी, लेकिन प्रोटोकॉल और प्रिविलेज के अंतर्गत आपको अंतर समझना पड़ेगा। आप व्यक्तिगत पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट के लिए कहीं जा रहे हैं और कभी कभी पॉलिटिकल भी होता है, तो पॉलिटिकल तो नहीं है, इस बात को भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा ना कि जिस समय हम क्षेत्र में होते हैं तो हमारी पॉलिटिक्स भी हमारे ध्यान में होती है। किसी भी राजनीतिक दल के कोई भी व्यक्ति हो, पॉलिटिकल इंटेंशंस के लिए है तो नहीं आएगा, पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट के लिए तो आएगा। उमेश जी
আর কেউ প্রশ্ন করবেন? হ্যাঁ,
हेलो,
হ্যাঁ, ओके, अच्छा।
आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, मेरा प्रश्न सिर्फ मेरे लिए नहीं है।
आपका जो विधानसभा केंद्र है नाम है?
मैं उमेश राय, हावड़ा उत्तर विधानसभा से विधायक और राज्य मंत्री हूँ पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर का और अर्बन डेवलपमेंट का। पहली बार विधायक बना। मेरे साथ बहुत सारे ऐसे सदस्य हैं जो पहली बार विधायक बने और पहली बार मंत्री बन गए हैं। अब चुनाव लड़ते समय बहुत सारे विषय हम लोगों के दिमाग में था कि हम जब विधानसभा में जाएंगे तो अपने क्षेत्र की बात या प्रदेश की बात, जो प्रिविलेज में आपने कहा, हम विधानसभा के माध्यम से प्रदेश के सामने रखेंगे उन समस्याओं को। लेकिन मंत्री बनने के बाद ऐसा लगता है कि हमें बोलने का अवसर ही विधानसभा में नहीं मिलेगा। तो क्या ऐसा कोई प्रोविज़न है जब हम भी अपने प्रदेश के बारे में कुछ अलग अलग मंत्रालय के विषयों पर हम भी बोल सकते हैं? ऐसा कोई समय हो तो हम सब के लिए, सारे मंत्री जितने बने हैं सबके मन में ये प्रश्न है कि हम कब बोल पाएंगे, हम अपनी बातों को कब रख पाएंगे?
मंत्री जो होता है वो सरकार होता है, सरकार को रिजोल्यूशन करना है ना, सरकार को समस्या थोड़ी बतानी है। तो अगर आपस में आप मिनिस्टर्स आपस में बातचीत करके, डिपार्टमेंट ही करेगा ना काम, कोई कार्रवाई करनी है। एक मिनिस्टर ने मेरे को दिया कि सर हमारा अधिकारी नहीं सुन रहा, तो मैंने कहा भाई कोई अधिकारी नहीं सुनेगा तो हम तुम्हारे कोई तो कहेंगे उनको सुनवाओ। तो मंत्रियों के बहुत सारे पावर्स हैं, प्रिविलेजेस हैं। और आप अपनी बात कहिए, अपने सीएम साहब से बात कहिए, वो वहीं पर रिजॉल्व होगी। आपको अधिकार नहीं है, मिनिस्टरों को अधिकार नहीं है कि एमएलए का अधिकार ले लें।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
वो बहन जी को
सर
I see a lady from মিলিয়ে মিশিয়ে করবো। I've seen her.
Hello.
মাইকটা দিয়ে দেবেন কেউ?
एक्सक्यूज मी
Okay.
अभी एक मिनट रुकिए, स्पीकर साहब का एक क्वेश्चन
हाँ।
प्लीज।
So there is
वन क्वेश्चन ऑफ
your name and your constituency.
आप प्लीज।
हम रोतिन्द्र बोस,
Oh,
मेरा क्वेश्चन
सर, आगे
है
बोलबेन।
जे हम स्पीकर है, हमको भी मेरा इलाका का बारे में कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछ नहीं सकता है, तो मेरा क्या होगा? मेरा तो कुछ पूछने का अधिकार भी नहीं है।
This is a good one.
मैं इसका जवाब देखिए, ये स्पीकर साहब कह रहे हैं कि मेरा अधिकार नहीं है। जो मिनिस्टर आपका काम नहीं करे उसको विधानसभा में पूछ लो, अच्छा बेटा देखूंगा तुम्हारे को, हमारा काम पहले। आप प्लीज।
respected speaker sir, my name is Dipanjan Chakravarti. I'm the first time elected MLA from Uttarpara 185 AC. मेरा एक छोटा सा सवाल है सर। देयर इज अ वेरी स्कैरी वर्ड कॉल अनपार्लियामेंट्री थिंग ना। कौन सा शब्द अनपार्लियामेंट्री है, ये कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे? अभी लास्ट सेशन में हमने सुने कि वॉशिंग मशीन ये शब्द अनपार्लियामेंट्री है, तो ये अगर थोड़ा बताया जाए और कार्यकारिणी से ये शब्द डिलीट होगा तो आई थिंक बीइंग एन एमएलए वो थोड़ा सा डेरोगेटरी है कि मैं ऐसा शब्द बोल दिए जो अनपार्लियामेंट्री है। तो हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कौन सा अनपार्लियामेंट्री है? इसका कोई डिक्शनरी है, कोई रूल्स है? अगर बताए तो कृपा।
देखिए, जो मन को लगे कि अनपार्लियामेंट्री, जैसे मैं आपको कहूँ कि हमारे गुरुजी हैं, गुरुजी मतलब रिस्पेक्टफुली बात है कि ये बहुत गुरु है, दोनों बातों में फर्क हो गया ना कि किस रेफरेंस में किस शब्द का इस्तेमाल किया गया। जैसे आपने कहा झूठ बोल रहा है, तो झूठ बोल रहा है पार्लियामेंट्री होगा, ये असत्य बोल रहा है ये पार्लियामेंट्री होगा। तो आपको शब्दों का चयन जो समाज को अच्छा लगे उस हिसाब से करना है, वही है पार्लियामेंट्री और अनपार्लियामेंट्री। अच्छा चलिए, फाइनली थैंक यू वेरी मच।
सर एक बुक
एक
भी
सवाल
है
सर।
सर, एक बुक है पार्लियामेंट अनपार्लियामेंट्री एक्सप्रेशन, एक कंपेंडियम है। सो उस कंपेंडियम में यही सब चीज लिखा गया है। टोन और टेनर को ध्यान रखना है, बट देयर इज अ कंपेंडियम, इफ यू वांट यू कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम द पार्लियामेंट लाइब्रेरी।
अच्छा, एक बात, सूचना,
एक सवाल सर,
एक सूचना दे दूं। अभी यहाँ पर हमारे ऋषभ दास साहब ने, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी साहब ने अभी यहाँ पर एक बुक की चर्चा करी, कॉल एंड शब्दर की। ये पार्लियामेंट के सारा उसको बहुत डिटेल के अंतर्गत उसको बताया गया है। अभी उत्तर प्रदेश के सेक्रेटरी श्री प्रदीप दुबे जी ने भी उसी के तर्ज के ऊपर एक बुक उसको लिखा हुआ है, पार्लियामेंट के प्रोसीजर्स के ऊपर उसके सारा कैसा है और पूरा डिटेल में आप उसको पढ़ेंगे तो उससे भी आपको फायदा होगा। और फाइनली एक रिक्वेस्ट ऑनरेबल स्पीकर बंगाल साहब से कि जैसे मैंने कल बोला था कि हमने एक दिन महिला सदस्यों के लिए रखा था, और आगे आने वाले समय में हमारे देश के माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम के अंतर्गत 33% महिलाओं को आरक्षण दिया है। तो जो महिला सदस्य हमारी बहनें चुनकर यहाँ पर आई हैं उनके लिए एक सेशन अलग से रखें और उन लोगों को ज़रूर कहें कि वो ज़रूर बोलें विधानसभा में। तो अगर एक मैं जैसे मैंने कल बताया था कि एक सदस्य नहीं बोली थी, तो मैंने कहा विधानसभा में आ जाओ और अपना ध्यान करो और अपने पति का ध्यान करो, तो जो मन में आए वो बोल दो, लेकिन पार्लियामेंट्री होना चाहिए। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
सर
There's a lady who wants to ask a question. Both will ask. Please, fast.
Morning, everyone. This is Alifa Ahmed. My constitution name is Kaliganj, that is in Nadia district. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Speaker Sir of UP, Honorable Speaker Sir of West Bengal, and respected the Joint Secretary Sir for such an inspiring and enriching session. My question is to you, sir. I would like to know what mechanisms exist within the legislative framework to ensure that privilege proceedings are conducted in an unbiased manner and free from political influence. Thank you.
That's what I said. Any issue raised in the House or given to the Speaker of the Assembly, that has to be referred to the ethics committee, विशेषाधिकार privilege committee एक होती है, तो प्रिविलेज कमेटी उसमें सारी की सारी बातें देखती हैं, उसको उनको इंश्योर करती है, जो लोग उससे संबंधित से कोर्ट का काम होता है ना, सारे पक्ष को सुनना, अधिकारियों को सुनना, उसकी बात सुनना, सबकी बात सुनने के बाद फिर वो किसी निर्णय के ऊपर आते हैं। इट इज ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी भी सदस्य ने कोई बोल दिया कि ये मेरे प्रिविलेज के खिलाफ होता है। उस कमेटी के अधिकार है कि वो सारे साक्ष्य ले, सारे जो भी आपने दिया उसके साक्ष्य लेना चाहिए, और साक्ष्य लेने के आधार के ऊपर, जैसे भी मैंने 2 मिनट पहले बोला कि अगर पॉलिटिकल है तो दूसरी बात है, पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट के लिए तो दूसरी बात है। पॉलिटिकल अगर आपको पॉलिटिकल कहीं इन्वॉल्वमेंट है उसके कारण आपके, तो प्रिविलेज में नहीं आएगा। तो एक कमेटी तय करेगी, कमेटी तय करने के बाद तब फिर विधानसभा में आती है, तब विधानसभा अध्यक्ष उसको देखते हैं। तो कमेटी के बाद पूरे प्रोसीजर हैं कि आप उसको बुलाएंगे जिसके खिलाफ आपने शिकायत की, उसका भी उसमें वो लेंगे, स्टेटमेंट लेंगे, जो संबंधित वहाँ के अधिकारी हैं जिसकी जिम्मेवारी बनती है उनका भी उसमें लेंगे, सभी लोगों का लेने के बाद। ऐसे नहीं है कि किसी ने कोई भी प्रिविलेज का दे दिया, क्वेश्चन रेज कर दिया तो उसके ऊपर कोई निर्णय नहीं होता। उसका सारा प्रोसीजर जिस प्रकार के जुडिशियल सिस्टम होता है, हर चीज को कोई भी चीज गैर कानूनी नहीं हो सकती। चलिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
सर एक सर थोड़ा आपको एक सवाल
উনি আগে উঠতে আপনারা দুজনেই প্লিজ আমি
सर आई एम डॉक्टर विजन मुखर्जी, प्रोफेसर में गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट हैं, जामुड़िया विधानसभा है 279। मेरा एक सवाल है, पॉलिटिक्स आपका प्रोफेशन है या पैशन है? पहला सवाल। दूसरा सवाल सर, जो हम लोग कोई सवाल पूछते हैं विधानसभा में तो उसका फेट क्या होता है फ्यूचर में?
अभी मैंने बात बताया है कि पहली बात तो हर व्यक्ति का इंडिविजुअल होता है। मेरा पैशन है, क्योंकि मेरा प्रोफेशन इसलिए नहीं है कि भगवान की कृपा से जैसे आप हो और आपका इनबिल्ट है, आपकी नॉलेज, आपका प्रोफेशन, आपने बताया आप डॉक्टर हो।
जी सर।
तो मेरे को इस बात की खुशी होती है, मैं इस बात को थोड़ा सा इस रेफरेंस के साथ भी अदरवाइज भी मैं बोलूँ कि ये जो एक मैसेज है जो समाज में, मैं स्पीकर साहब से कहूँगा कि जो एक समाज में मैसेज है ना कि एमएलए हो गए तो ये पढ़े लिखे नहीं है, इनको कुछ भी नहीं आता, तो आपको अपने एमएलएस की क्वालिफिकेशन वाइज और उसके साथ ये भी एक समाज को बताना चाहिए कि हमारे पास इतने डॉक्टर्स हैं, इतने चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स हैं, इतने इंजीनियर्स हैं और विभिन्न सेवा के अंतर्गत काम करने वाले। जैसे हमारी ये बहन है, अभी मुझे बताया, एक समाज का हर वर्ग का रिप्रेजेंटेशन विधानसभा में होता है। एक समाज में एक छोटे से परिवार से, आर्थिक दृष्टि से कमज़ोर परिवार से आने के बाद भी वो जनता के रिप्रेजेंटेशन, एवरीबडी इंडिविजुअल इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दैट, और सब लोग पढ़े लिखे हैं। दूसरी बात जो आपने कही, दूसरी बात आपने प्रश्न किया, दूसरा क्या किया?
जो हम लोग सवाल पूछते हैं सर विधानसभा,
सवाल आप पूछते हैं, कोई भी आप सवाल पूछते हैं, अगर उस सवाल को आपको लगता है कि इसका उत्तर सही नहीं आया,
जी सर,
तो विधानसभा के नियमावली के अंतर्गत है, यहाँ पर रूल बुक्स के अंतर्गत आप उसको पढ़ेंगे कि किस नियम के अंतर्गत आप ये उसको लिख के दे सकते हैं स्पीकर को कि हमारे को ये जो जवाब आया वो गलत है, और आप अपने प्रमाण के साथ यू हैव टू गिव योर ऑल्सो कि ये गलत जवाब आया, तो उस गलत जवाब के कारण वो उस अधिकारी के पास जाएगा एंड ही विल बी पनिश्ड, उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करेगा विभाग, नहीं करेगा तो फिर प्रिविलेज में आ जाएगा, उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करनी पड़ेगी। अगर गलत, विधानसभा को किसी भी प्रकार की कोई भी गलत सूचना या गलत जानकारी देना प्रिविलेज नहीं है।
नहीं सर, मेरा सवाल वो है कि कोई, मान लीजिए मैंने कोई सवाल उठाया और उसी समय सवाल उठाने को मैंने माननीय स्पीकर जी से पूछा, स्पीकर जी के सामने बात किया ना, उस क्वेश्चन का वही तो हमने पूछा, फिर दूसरा तीसरा ऐसे करके क्वेश्चन पूछते गया। अब उस सवाल का एंड रिजल्ट क्या? मान लीजिए मैंने पूछा एक ड्रग का सर ये समाज में एक बैड इफेक्ट आता है, मैंने उस दिन सभा में बताया ना, उस चीज़ को तो सभापति जी ने सुन लिया, हमारा महोदय ने सुन लिया, विधानसभा सब सुन लिया, बट फ्यूचर में उसका क्या हुआ, मेरा ये पूछना है।
अगर वो किसी रेलेवेंट कमेटी से संबंधित है तो वहाँ जाएगा, नहीं तो आपको सीधा मंत्रालय के अंतर्गत उसको फॉलो करना पड़ेगा।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू
सर।
अब सर मुझे जाना है, थैंक यू
सर। एक क्वेश्चन है, एक क्वेश्चन, लास्ट क्वेश्चन
सर हैज टू, अच्छा शॉर्ट प्लीज, फास्ट और शॉर्ट।
सर, आपने कहा मिनिस्टर लोग सरकार है, हम सरकार पार्टी में बिलोंग करते हैं सर। हमारा जो डिमांड रहता है, पब्लिक का जो डिमांड रहता है, वो डिमांड हम मिनिस्टर लोगों को बताते हैं, ये थोड़ा काम हमको करके देना है। जो अगर नहीं करते तो, और करने का लायक काम है तो नहीं करता है, तो हमको क्या करना है, ये हमको सवाल है।
थोड़ा उसको मक्खन लगाना पड़ेगा।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ, হোয়াট আ ওয়ান্ডারফুল সেশন উই হ্যাভ হ্যাড। আমরা কিন্তু এখন কিন্তু কোনো ব্রেক নেই, পরের সেশন আমরা করব, তারপরে সোজা লাঞ্চ। কেউ কোথাও যাবেন না, এক্ষুনি এক্ষুনি সেশন আছে। আপনারা একটু যাবেন না। আমরা আর মাত্র একজন বক্তা রয়েছেন, একটি ছোট সেশন রয়েছে, তারপরে আমরা লাঞ্চে যাব। আমরা টাইমের আগেই আছি, আপনাদের ভালো লাগবে প্লিজ। হ্যাঁ, একটু মাননীয় অধ্যক্ষ মহোদয় আমাকে অনুরোধ করেছেন এই সেশনটা আমরা শেষ করব তাড়াতাড়ি, প্লিজ, খুব তাড়াতাড়ি হয়ে যাবে। ई विधान आ गया ना? हाँ ठीक, बट हाँ जस्ट ठीक है ना, ओनली टू हाँ अच्छा May I request with Satya Prakash ji to join us, please? Thank you. Hi. আজকের এটাই শেষ, আমাদের এই দুদিনের এটাই শেষ সেশন। একজনই বক্তা, এটা হচ্ছে ন্যাশনাল ই বিধান অ্যাপ্লিকেশন, NEVA, নেভা, ন্যাশনাল ই বিধান অ্যাপ্লিকেশন, খুব গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সেশন। দিস ফাইনাল সেশন focuses on the future of governance. The Honorable Speaker will join us in due course. This is called National E-Vidhan Application, or NEVA, under the vision of One Nation, One Application. NEVA is a mission mode project aimed at turning our legislatures paperless, যতটা সম্ভব কাগজবিহীন, paperless, by digitizing bills, questions and daily proceedings on a single cloud platform. Notably, our own West Bengal Legislative Assembly proudly onboarded this digital initiative just last month in June 2026. এই সরকার ক্ষমতায় আসার এক মাসের মধ্যেই কিন্তু এই অ্যাপ্লিকেশন আমরা শুরু করেছি। To break down this technological paradigm, we have none other than the very learned Dr. Satya Prakash ji, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, and the National Mission Leader for NEVA. Dr. Prakash has successfully driven NEVA's rollout across no less than 33 legislative houses in the country. Dr. Satya Prakash ji, we most warmly welcome you to the podium to present the technical architecture and roadmap of NEVA. Can we give a big hand to this very learned Dr. Satya Prakash ji? And sir, can I request you to request you to present the technical architecture and the roadmap for NEVA? You have it. Sir, again.
नमस्कार। कृपया अपनी सीट्स ले लें। मेरा आपसे अनुरोध है, प्लीज टेक योर सीट्स। Honorable Speaker, sir, who is not there, who is expected to join, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Legislative Assembly, distinguished officers, press, and others who may be sitting here, who are also, I will say, the stakeholders of National E-Vidhan application. It is my privilege to be here before you, and I have come to know that Legislative Assembly is having many new members, and I hope that this orientation program would have been very fruitful. I was part of last session, so I could infer that how enthusiastic legislators are here. So I will be presenting to you how your Legislative Assembly will be paperless, and I am sure you will be very much interested into it, and this National E-Vidhan application will certainly make your life very easy. We all know that we are having mission and goal now. What is that? Viksit Bharat by 2047. And it was the vision of Honorable Prime Minister initially. Now we all have adopted it, and we are striving hard in that direction. And somewhere we lost the state of wish to grow in between. We are also in the process of regaining that again. You all know that till recently, once we have achieved the status of fourth largest economy in the world, very soon we will achieve it again. We will be 5 trillion economy very soon. And then ultimately we are eyeing to be second or maybe someday the largest economy in the world. And you all know, because you are part of democracy, that we are the largest democracy in the world. We are having a population of more than 145 crores, and our constituents voters are more than 98 crores. We are having 10 lakhs plus polling booths, and average voters in a constituency are more than 20 lakh. You know the magnitude of our democracy. So, and what actually democracy do? We are required to make all-round development in all fields, and one of the fields would be then our democracy, our democratic institutions. Digital initiatives are there in other parts of polity, executive and judiciary. We were somewhere lagging behind in adopting this in our legislatures, but Honorable Prime Minister of India in the beginning itself in 2015 recognized this need, and we are having 44 mission mode projects, and 2 of them relates to legislatures. One is E-Sansad, which caters to needs of both the houses of parliament, and another is E-Vidhan. And we are here under E-Vidhan. E-Vidhan mission mode project, under that we have created one national E-Vidhan application, a single portal catering to needs of all legislatures in India. I think some issues there with this. So, I would say that working of all legislatures, state legislatures, would be transformed through this national E-Vidhan application. Honorable Prime Minister also said at some point of time that IT plus IT is equal to IT. India information technology plus Indian talent is India tomorrow. So, And without, you can say, India tomorrow cannot be achieved without the cooperative and effective participation by our legislators. So I would say that National E-Vidhan application will be playing a greater role in this. National E-Vidhan application will make lives of all stakeholders of Legislative Assembly very easy in the sense. Who are the stakeholders of a Legislative Assembly? Like members are the first stakeholders, then Secretariat, then ministers, then common public, then press. All these are the stakeholders. So if we start with members, how it will make life of members easy. You will be able to start, like Legislative Assembly's work start with giving notice by members. Without members, nothing can happen in the Legislative Assembly. So you will be able to give your notices sitting in the far off area, even at your residence, just on your phone. You can give a notice, and that notice will be delivered to the Secretariat without any delay. Then that notice will reach to the Secretariat. Secretariat will process it in this very system. Then approval of that notice or that proposal would be done in the Secretariat only on your notice, and they will not be required to feed that information again. Whatever information you have given to the Secretariat, that will become the basis for working in the Secretariat. Once it is some decision is taken in the Secretariat, obviously then some reply is required from the government. So through this system itself, Secretariat will send or forward your communication, your question, your whatever your query is there to the government, and government will receive that query on this system itself, and then they will give reply, they will give feedback of that query or question on this platform. It will come back to the Secretariat, and at appropriate stage it will be given to the member. The member will get in advance, and thereafter that reply will be part of your proceedings of the assembly. And once proceedings happens in the house, you will be able to see it, common public will be able to see it, what actually question was, who gave what question, what was the reply, and that information will be there for good. Like you are not required to keep physical papers with you. You will not be you can say supplied physical papers you can say in future. Like in the beginning, certainly, because we don't want that straight away everything should be stopped. We will be working in the hybrid mode, like whosoever want physical papers, they will be given physical papers, and I'm sure with the passage of time, no one will be asking for physical papers, and all the documents will always be ready in your, you can say, mobile apps or tablet or desktop, whatever you can say instrument you want to use. This software is a process-based, end-to-end digital solution. Like all the stakeholders work only on this platform. Like house will be having screens, tablets. You will be entering in the house. You will not be required to carry any papers. You will just be, you can say, coming with your iPad, or you can prepare your notes sitting at your home, and those notes will be available in your own, you can say, dashboard, and you will be able to see them in the house itself, and you can use them in the house for speaking purposes. So, and once you come to the house, your attendance will be automatically marked once you open your system. Then in case you can some like question comes for decision of the house, then all the divisions would be done through this platform only. So there will not be need for any slips or counting of heads. Those kind of things would not be required. So like presentation is ready. So I can say that Honorable Prime Minister himself said at Kevadia in 18th Presiding Officers Conference in 2020 that there is the need for we should have a central database, and we should be having all the information relating to all legislatures at one place. So having that idea in mind, we have not developed this system for your assembly only. We have developed this system for whole of India. All legislative councils, assemblies are on this system. You can see your own information. You can see information of other legislative assemblies and councils on this platform. So it is such a big platform. It is paperless. Like I have already told you that you will not be required to carry any papers at all in future. It is real-time access. You can have access from any time, anywhere. Those features are there. Our data will be available at central place, and it will be secure for the reason that it is hosted on NIC Meghraj 2.0. Then it's multilingual. Now language will not be a barrier. Like you can see proceedings of Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, which is done in Tamil in your own language here. You can, and that will be a big reference point for legislators. What is happening across nation in all legislative assemblies and councils. So you will be able to have ideas from there. Not only you will be able to have ideas, but our governments will be able to have better policies. They can see laws, policies across India, and they can bring best things to a particular you can say state. This is one touch, very simple to use, cloud-based, end-to-end process-based. I have already told you, multilingual translation facilities are already there. Now, how it will make the lives of stakeholders easy. Speaker will be able to conduct his proceedings without any paper, sitting in the chair. Because list of business will be just before him and before you also. He will be guiding the proceedings based on that list of business, and there would not be any, you can say, hiccup in the sense, like you and speaker also will be able to see what is happening in the house. You will be able to see questions, you will be able to see replies, you will be able to see legislation, not only their titles, but if you want to read them, you want to refer them, they will be enclosed with the list of business itself. So all things you will be able to see in this. Then members will be able to give notice, member will be able to have all communications through this portal. They will be able to receive all communications from not only secretariat but from government departments. If some ministers are required to reply to them, their reply will be available in your you can say your interface, and you will be given dedicated credentials for that. You will be able to see everything at one place. Then government departments, ministers will be able to have all the communications from secretariat, from members. They will be able to give notices for their legislative proposals through this platform only. They will be able to give their replies through this platform only. So information will be available with respect to all their activities in this platform only. Then legislative secretariats, their life will be so easy in the sense, like they will not be required to do lot of typing and all those kind of things. You are giving a notice will become their you can say PUC, paper under consideration. They can make modifications, they can make amendments to that, and they can move the files from one level to another level. And once it is approved by the appropriate authority, then if comments are required, that can be sent to the concerned department, ministry, and from where once the reply is received, I have already told you, it will be shown to the members. Ultimately, it will be part of your proceedings and it will be there on the system for good. You can refer it anytime in future. These days, members must be getting lot of paper, and sometimes when they need some important document at a point of time, they may not be able to have their lay their hands on that because they get lot of paper. It is very difficult to manage them. But here, your documents will always be there. You will be able to see them at any point of time. Media will be getting correct, latest information. I was hearing that sometimes media tend to write something else, giving motives and all those kind of things. When you will be getting first-hand information from the portal, there is no chances of you writing something else. So it will be helping them also. Citizen, ultimately for whom we are working, for whom our legislators are working, for whom like all three polities of part are working, for the common public. So common public will be able to see what is happening in legislature, what their legislator is doing, what kind of questions were put, what kind of replies were received. They will be able to see everything. There would be complete transparency, and that way the life of, you can say, legislators will also become difficult in the sense that they will be under constant scrutiny. But that is the purpose. There was a question that from some legislator in the last session that actually what I should treat myself, whether it is my profession or my passion. I would say, besides whatever has been said there, that I think when legislators come, or like even bureaucrats come to some service, whatever you can say job we are assigned, we are actually in the service of common people, citizen. Our motive is just to serve people, and I think this platform will be able to serve citizen of India in the best possible manner through this platform. What services would be available on this platform? All services. Whatever services are required to be, you can say, transacted in a legislature will be available on this platform. First of all, list of business would be there. List of business is the main document on which working of a legislature depends. And list of business will not be just a piece of paper that so and so items have been listed and they will be transacted tomorrow in the house. No. Member will be able to prepare on them. Member will be having all the documents attached with the list of business. If some legislative proposal or bill is coming tomorrow for introduction or consideration in the house, text of that bill will also be available there. Whatever documents would be laid, the text of those documents would be there. If some report is going to be presented, a copy of report after being laid will also be available for members. So it will be dynamic list of business, and it will be very easy to be made by the secretariat in the sense, because you will be receiving all documents digitally and you will be having all documents ready with you. You will be just clicking on the directions of speaker or appropriate authorities that what items are to be listed for in the list of business tomorrow. You will just click and list of business will be ready. So that kind of facility is there in this platform. Then papers laid, you all know that how voluminous you can say a paper laying process is. So many papers are required to be laid by government. The money most would be saved in this. Like all these documents would be received in digital format, they will be laid, and thereafter in the initial stages members may want physical copies, certain physical copies, but in after passage of some time that will not be required. And most savings would be on this account. Legislative proposals, like it is usually sponsored by member in case of private members legislation, or it is sponsored by ministers. So legislation coming from the department being received in the secretariat, then being made available to members, and then ultimately being put up in the list of business for introduction consideration, and then ultimately getting it passed by the House, and ultimately getting it signed by the governor. All processes would be done through this National E-Vidhan application. So there would not be need of any physical communications, any physical document being sent from one place to another place. Then committee reports, committee work, whole committee work would be done on this platform, like preparation of like constitution committee would be done through this. Then selection of subjects, then preparation of agenda, circulation of agenda to members. After committees working or like meeting, minutes of the meeting, then ultimately on the basis of minutes, making or preparation of report. Then after preparation of report, after it is being adopted by the committee, it's laying in the House, and after laying, publication on the portal, and then action taken report by ministries. All those processes would be captured in this platform itself. Everything would be done on this platform. Questions, answers? Good. Questions, answers? I have told you that all the questions will be received online. Replies will be received online. Replies will be given on real-time basis to all the stakeholders, including members, at appropriate time as per rules of a House. Then bulletins, different bulletins, they will be issued, circulated, made available to members through this platform. Then we will be having proceedings. Proceedings of the House would be created in real-time basis, and in future we are thinking of like we will be using speech to text technology, and proceedings of the House would be created automatically. We are planning that. Very soon we will be launching it. And initially corrections would be required to the level like technology needs assistance initially, and then ultimately I think proficiency will be at higher level, and at a point of time I think there may not be the need for human intervention at all in future. Synopsis proceedings, etc., that can be done. All your legacy data, like today whatever things are happening in the Legislative Assembly and what has happened in the past, we will put all the data into the system, and you will be able to see what has happened at what point of time, not only of your Legislative Assembly, but you will be able to see it across nation of all assemblies. The notice is this members directory is also a very good feature in the sense like your telephone numbers, addresses would be put into it. All the you can say state government you can say contacts would be published in it, and as per the decision of the state government or assembly, the numbers of DMs, SPs or whatever level officers they want to put, standard numbers they can put, and members can use them through this directory itself. They can straight away call anybody, and they can not only call within their state, they can call anybody in India wherever legislative assemblies have provided this kind of directory. This is an enabling provision, so it will be helping members in discharge of their functions in a better way. Automatic balloting of questions, etc., are also done. These are the modules. I'm not required to tell you in detail because members are hardly concerned about these. These are the modules through which all these activities would be captured and would be done. These are the I have already told you how Honorable Speaker or Chairman Council works and how it helps them through e-book. Voting system I have already told they will be able to use. Then there is a facility of chat between speaker, chairman and secretary of the council. They can talk to each other through this system. Then productivity reports can be generated. E-attendance and reports thereon of members can be generated. And then time management of members, like some party is given 2 hours, who will be given what, how much time, all those would be captured. Minute detail will be captured in this system. Members, I have told you how it would be helpful for you. Like it's a device agnostic, in the sense desktop you can use for it. You can use laptop, you can use tablet, you can use mobile, you can use like all any kind of gadget. Then it is certainly member centric. I have told you, we have when we were conceiving this idea for whole of the nation, we found that basically all digital initiatives, we babus, bureaucrats, always make for our consumption, so that we can have the information readily available with us whenever legislative assemblies and parliament ask, and we are able to give it. But here we have given everything to the member. We have made this software keeping in mind needs of our legislators, so that they can work, they can make best use of this platform. These are the screenshots of your legislative assembly's mobile app. And for your benefit, I would like to say and tell you that this National E-Vidhan application is a live running software. And if you want to start using it today for your assembly, you can. This is the screenshot of your public portal. Now, your public portal looks like this. This is the CMS, content management system. Secretariat people work on it. So this is the screenshot of that. This is digital house, like how screen would be will appear like in the house while house is working. This is the screenshot of your voting. Like either you will say ayes, you will say no, or abstention. All will be captured within few seconds, and result would be displayed to the speaker, and speaker can make announcement within no time. Like working of the assembly would be very, very fast. These are the screenshots of e-book. There would be a screen before you in the house, and you will be having a feel of as if you are having a document before you. You will be able to scroll it. You will be able to see your agenda, list of business, and all documents there, and they will be helping you in working. What actually we want in future? As of now, we want that AI-powered smart technology should be used, and for that we want the best such kind of things. And we are working on it, and very soon we will be, you can say, rolling it out. You will be able to search everything within your legislative assembly. You will be able to search across NEVA. You will be able to search, if you want, beyond that, open source. And that open source you will be using basically for preparation of your speeches, for your contents, which may help you in better delivery of things. Then we will be introducing this AI-based translation speech to speech. That is very ambitious program, and we will be able to do it within a year or so. That's what I hope. With the, you can say, statement, or like with the undertaking that in the beginning there may be certain flaws into it, but technology would be the first. Member would be speaking, it will get converted into the text, then it will get translated from text to another language text, and then text would be again converted into speech, and then in different languages real-time interpretation would be available. As of now, state assemblies are having 13 regional languages, so we are supporting all that. And Bhashini we are using for it. I would like to say that as of now at national level, we are having 37 houses in total, 31 legislative assemblies and 6 councils. Out of them, 33 have signed MOU. Your state was the latest one to sign MOU on 4th June. And your assembly is in the process of making DPR. Once we receive DPR at central level, we will ensure that it is approved at the earliest, and after it is approved, it will be upon your you can say authorities here to execute it at the fastest pace. At the central level, our minister has committed, he has given us direction, Shri Kiran Rijiju ji, that we should be giving all out support to West Bengal Legislative Assembly, and we should be able to implement this project at the earliest. Rather, he has said if assembly want, we will be able to support it within 100 days. Like Legislative Assembly of Delhi was able to do it last year. They implemented that project within 100 days. So it depends upon how fast you go ahead. We will be supporting you completely. As per model DPR, the provision for Legislative Assembly is 18.5 crore, and I think that would be sufficient, more than sufficient, and you will be able to do it. This is just like a journey, how you can say how the project would be implemented. These are nothing but screenshots of different legislatures going live. First was the Legislative Council of Bihar. Thereafter, Nagaland went live. Thereafter, Uttar Pradesh Legislative Assembly, Mahana sir was there, and they are the biggest legislative assembly in India, so they have already gone live. Then Uttar Pradesh Council, then Haryana Legislative Assembly, thereafter Mizoram Legislative Assembly has gone live, Meghalaya Assembly has already gone live, Odisha Assembly has already gone live, then Tamil Nadu Assembly is already there on this platform. Then Honorable President of India inaugurated National Vidhan application in Gujarat. So we were fortunate enough to have Honorable President in one of the inaugurations. Then Sikkim Legislative Assembly is already on this platform. Manipur Legislative Assembly is already, like Delhi Assembly last year went live within 100 days. They have done really exceedingly well. Then Pondicherry Legislative Assembly is already on this platform. Uttarakhand is already on this platform. Rajasthan has gone live recently, just after their elections. And Himachal Legislative Assembly has adopted NEVA. They were having their own software initially. And then Tapovan, at Tapovan they have implemented this project already. Assam has gone live. So I would say that only 3 states, 4 houses are left which have not signed MOU. Otherwise, all houses have already signed MOU, and they are in the process of going live. 21 houses as of now are doing all their activities on this platform, and 5 houses may go live within this coming session. So that way we are, you can say, going very fast on this. So in the end, like, I would not take much of your time. I will just say that we are committed to give all the necessary assistance to Legislative Assembly of West Bengal. Whatever help, whatever need they want, we will be giving them. I also want to tell you that we, Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, Government of India, will always be supporting software point, like for the eternity. We will be giving you money for hardware once, but software we will always be supporting. Disaster recovery, cloud hosting will all the expenditure will be borne by Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. capacity building would be our, you can say, priority. We will be ready to give all necessary assistance to legislators, to the secretariat, to the officers of government, and always, not only now but always. And our houses, besides tablet being given in the house as per the policy of a state, members would also be given one tablet. And in the end, I will say that Bengal is having richest tradition of parliament. So ministry is ready to walk this path with them at every single step. Thank you very much. Now floor is open for questions.
Thank you very much, Dr. Satyaprakash ji. Indeed, so erudite, with so much of depth and yet with so much of warmth, the way you have deliberated. So there couldn't have been a better session to close it, a grand finale. So empowerment today is digital empowerment, as you know, throughout the world. So সশক্তি করণের এরকম আমরা ডিজিটাল এম্পাওয়ারমেন্ট হলেই, আমরা ডিজিটালি সশক্তিকরণ আমাদের হলেই কিন্তু বর্তমান দুনিয়ায় সারা পৃথিবীতে আমাদের একটা মানে লেভেল প্লেইং ফিল্ড, একসঙ্গে কাজ করার জন্য সেই শক্তিটা আমাদের থাকবে। সত্যপ্রকাশ জি কি অসাধারণ রেখেছেন। এবার কিন্তু আমরা প্রশ্নোত্তরের পর্বে চলে যাব। We can ask question, please. Your name and
Namaskar.
Bhaskar Bhattacharya, Srirampur Assembly 186 and MOS. My two questions. One is during the session, suppose if any server down or something like that happens, then what would be the backup? And number two, as far as the notice and letter is concerned, is there any digital signature provision?
Yes, sir. For downing of server, like facility is there in this software. When your house starts, so backup will always be there. Like your server is down, and in between, if you want to make changes in your list of business, if this kind of things are there and connectivity is not there at all, then for that eventuality you may be required physical intervention, otherwise not at all. Like when after every few minutes backup would be there, and when your session starts, like at 11 o'clock, if your house proceeding starts, so at 11 o'clock, whatever is the position, that will always be reflected in the you can say your tablets, your whatever gadgets you will have. So you will not be having any problem at all with that, even if there is no connectivity during that period. But obviously, like in case there are certain circumstances that something new is required to be said and connectivity is not there and you are not able to upload it, there may be those kind of eventualities. I think there may be certain things which may be beyond control, but yes, we are taking care of all those things. And as you said, digital signatures, it is there, and it all depends upon a particular legislative house or speaker, their rules, how they want to go ahead, what kind of credentials members are ready to share, and all these things would be you can say based on your like all the security kind of things would be there. You will be having passwords and all those protections would be there, so there would not be any kind of security breach, etc. at all. Once credentials are given, you will be using them, you can make changes in them. So there would not be any, like we are not putting any specific members will have to disclose their Aadhars, or they will be required to give their fingertips and all those. It all depends upon the house, but our software supports everything. But we have made it flexible in the sense, because we cannot prevail upon legislatures. They are independent. Whatever way they want, they will be free to work.
Please.
Yes, this is Rupa Ganguly, 147 Shonarpur Dokhin. For last 2 days, we have been listening, and it's been a very एम्पावरिंग सेशन। सर एक चीज़ पूछना था, मैं कॉमर्स कमेटी में थी, वहाँ पे ऐसा रूल था कि until unless the committee proceeds, meetings and proceedings are put on the paper on the house, जब तक हम ले नहीं करते सरकार के घर पे, वो कमेटी डिस्कशंस सब प्राइवेट होता है, हम कहीं से किसी के साथ डिस्कस नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो ये क्या आज भी लागू है? बिकॉज ये 2 दिन के सेशन में कमिटीज़ के बारे में बहुत सारा कुछ कहा गया है, ये नहीं कही गई हैं। और यहाँ पे कमिटी जब तक पेपर ले नहीं होता है सरकार के घर पे, जैसे लोकसभा या राज्यसभा जो भी कमेटी के अंडर, जिसके अंडर हो, तो वो क्या यहाँ पे नेवा में दिख जाएगा बाकी लोगों के पास? नहीं ना? ठीक।
Ma'am, like I told you, whatever I have said that all these facilities are flexible. Like when you want them to be shown, you will be able to show it. If you don't want to show it, you will not be able to, you can say, show it, or people will not be able to see it. And as per rules of the committee, or as per rules of a particular house, you can say all the enabling provisions would be done. Like committees, constitution, and after they are constituted, you obviously show it, who are the members of a particular committee. I think you also show what committee is meeting on what date. If you show it, it will be available. But minutes of the yes, minutes and then meeting, reports, they will never be shown unless they are laid in the house. Yes, they become public. Yes, they will not be shown. Yes, ma'am.
Namaskar, Satyaprakash ji. I am
yes, sir.
Dr. Rajesh Kumar, MLA from Jagaddal constituency. I have 2-3 suggestions and 1 and 2 are around 2 questions. I have downloaded your app and I am seeing that there is no setting button. So our preferences, like whether I like the dark theme or the light theme, whether which kind of font do I like, and other things, those things are missing. Languages also, like I am able to select the language, but once I am opening your app, every time I have to switch it to the other language. In case of Bengal Legislative Assembly, you have given only 2 options, English and Bangla. So the language option, maybe some of our North Bengal legislators, they would like to have the Hindi language also, Devanagari. So maybe you may keep those options, and these options should not change. Like I entered second time in the app, it is coming back to the default language set by you, not by me. So that change is required. One thing you have shown that this timer will be displayed. But for us members, what is more important that how much time is left with me, the reducing timer. So that will help us, because many a times we feel that we are from the ruling party side, we are given very less time normally. So even that time also passes very quickly, so that should be shown so that we can decide about what is to be spoken in that time. Now these were my suggestions. Now I am asking you 1 or 2 questions. Number 1 is that whether you are going to introduce the rating for the legislators also, like on the basis of their attendance, participation, questions, the way you declare in Lok Sabha the best MP or the star MLAs in some Vidhan Sabha which is there. So are you also planning to do this through this app so that we know our rating, so we try to improve ourselves? That is another thing that, and second question is, what safeguards are being taken for the misuse of this facility, as it was seen in Lok Sabha that some people have given the login credential to somebody outside the country. So how to take this safeguard here? So these 2 things I want to know from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, I am more than happy that like in the beginning itself, suggestions are coming for improving the system. And with only this kind of suggestions, we are here like at this stage. I know how many amendments and modifications we have carried out in this software. Thousands since 2020. Thousands. Sir, your suggestions are well taken. The setting button and then language, every time it gets changed. and then timer, reducing time. I think they will be serving people. And I have taken note of it. And not only these suggestions, sir, if you have more suggestions or any other member is having, you can say, suggestions for improvement into the system, they are most welcome. But, sir, certainly, we have not even introduced it. You will find, while you will be working on this system, you will find certain difficulties. We will be giving you complete support in that. And we have worked so far, like I'm part of Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs. In the beginning, I was feeling, you can say, having the challenge that can we implement it in state legislative assemblies? In a federal system, when central government and state governments are having clearly defined different roles, and then more so with the state legislatures. But sir, we have worked with the just one idea which was given up by our Prime Minister, that we have no stake at all here. We are just working for legislators, for assemblies. We will be making whatever suggestions you will give this system best so that it can serve you best. So this is the software not of Ministry of Parliament. This is the software of all legislators, and we want that it should be catering to your needs. So suggestions are always welcome. Like sir, you said about rating of legislators. Sir, even at central level, it is not being done by Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Some other agencies are there, outside agencies, or some committees formed for that purpose, and then they do it. But in case you want that in your assembly, this kind of mechanism is required to be made, and you want us to have those kind of things embedded into the system, we can certainly provide. But we will never be like imposing things on legislative assembly. But if this kind of decision is there, certainly, we will be capturing everything. Who is doing what? How many questions are being asked by member? How many legislative proposals have been moved? How, all those kind of things would be available, and on those parameters, this kind of rating can always be done. So it is completely within the domain of legislative assembly, so they can take a call. As sir, you said about misuse, I think we can only give credentials. Whatever best guards you can put, we have put in the system. But there is nothing for human. Like if I want to share my credentials with someone else, we can make and certainly we have made certain we have done certain precautions. Like if your screen is there in the house, your attendance will not be marked if you are sitting at your home. If you come in the house and then open the system only, then your attendance would be marked. So those kind of so many things we have adopted, like from where what can be accessed, what cannot be accessed. But certain things are beyond technology, and if human wants to share, then we will not be able to do anything, sir. Thank you.
That
Hello.
is well taken.
Okay, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
আমাদের একটু তাড়াতাড়ি করতে হবে। অধ্যক্ষ মহাশয় বলেছেন।
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
As far as at present what the MLAs are doing, as far as mention and calling attention is concerned, they used to come to house at around 9 and then submit their mention and calling attention. But after implementing these, whether that would be possible to submit it from the house, or once again they have to come to the house and then they have to submit the mention and calling attention at around 9 o'clock, because the house generally starts at 11 until unless it is mentioned by the speakers.
Sir, for taking care of these things only, this digital initiative is there.
Thank you.
You will be able to do it from anywhere, and once you click, it reaches the secretariat, and time is recorded. So you are not required physically anywhere. If some notice is required to be given at 10 and you have given it before 10, it will be there in the secretariat. Only that is the purpose we are working for it. Yes.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Last question.
Thank you for the informative session. Neva is looking very impressive, sir. My question is very basic one. So what is the plan of giving proper training to the MLAs, sir? Because many of us are newly elected. Some of us are very senior politicians who might not be digitally familiar. So before go live, are you planning to give any proper training? That's the question.
Yes, ma'am. Capacity building is one of our activities. We are ready to give that capacity building not only to members but to all the stakeholders. It all depends of Legislative Assembly. We have already given them complete freedom. Like they can ask us to give trainings through video conferencing. They can ask our team to come physically to Kolkata. We are ready to come. They can have sessions for members exclusively. We are ready to help them. And like Secretariat, certainly we will be giving training. Officers of the departments, we will be giving training. And like as you said that members are not tech savvy, members will not be required to do very complex things at all. It is not their job to write softwares. Ma'am, they will not be required to do more than what they do today on WhatsApp, Facebook, or like any other email. They will not be required to do more than that. Like they will be having a screen before them. They will be having their, you can say, their own dashboard. They will open a notice. There would be like different kind of notices would be there. Some notice they will click, and then if they want to type, they can type. Their officers can type. If you want that you don't want to type, you will just speak. It will be you can say written there, recorded there. You will just click it. It will go to the Secretariat. So you are not required. Either you will see the communications coming to you, or you will be sending communications. You will be seeing information just placed before you, as you see today in different. So like it will not be very difficult at all. And it is my experience that from the beginning it was a taboo, I will say, that the members or legislators will never adopt it. They are not, somewhere they say they are not that educated, they are not having time for it. But across India, acceptability for this software has been exceedingly well. Now, in some of these states, you can say paper has been reduced to 98%, 60%, 70%. Time consumption on decisions has been reduced to, you can say, like 10% only time is being taken. So we are ready, and we will be coming as and when we are asked to come here.
So,
Got your point, sir. Thank you.
This is a mobile application. Suppose I am changing the mobile and switch up to another mobile. So can I download that application to new mobile number, and that protection password, whatever you are planning to give or already I have? So can I switch up to other for that?
Yes, certainly, because like even if today you are having certain apps on your existing mobile,
yes,
and you are changing it to the way you change other apps, you will be changing it, because credentials will always be with you and no one can use those credentials. So you can use this mobile app is available on app stores, iOS and Android, both. It supports both the technologies. So you will be able to do it just like any other app.
Then suppose someone is using that mobile. So what is the safety and security in that NEVA? In that case,
what do you say?
Suppose I have changed the mobile number and
yes,
I have applied or I have downloaded the NEVA application.
Like in case you are changing your mobile number, then yes, obviously you will contact your Secretariat.
Okay.
And Secretariat will give you fresh credentials based on that mobile, because without Secretariat's assistance, you of your own cannot change this kind of substantial things. Secretariat record should also be having everything with what credentials you are working.
Okay, without their secretariat, I cannot
Obviously,
do it.
because we have to have somewhere some control.
Okay,
Thank,
sir.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, honorable members. This brings us to the close of this two-day very stimulating session. So once again, let us hear it for Dr. Satya Prakash ji for such a wonderful session and a great way to end this two-day orientation program.
Thank you very
sir.
much. Thank you all.
We will now break for lunch. দু একটা ছোট্ট অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট আছে বলে দিয়েছেন অধ্যক্ষ মহাশয়, বলবো স্যার নেমে গেলেই বলে দিচ্ছি। এখন আমাদের লাঞ্চ হল নাম্বার 4 আর হল নাম্বার 5 মাননীয় বিধায়ক বিধায়িকাদের এবং মন্ত্রী মহাশয় যারা রয়েছেন প্রত্যেকের 4 আর 5 নম্বর হলে খাবার। তারপরে একদম 2টোর মধ্যে বাস রওনা হবে বিধানসভার উদ্দেশ্যে। এটুকু অধ্যক্ষ মহাশয় বলে গিয়েছেন যে ওখানে আপনারা নামার পরে ওখানে পার্সোনেল থাকবেন, একটা গ্রুপ ফটোগ্রাফ হবে, সেটা বিধানসভার অফিসাররা ওখানে অর্গানাইজ করবেন। হ্যাঁ, 2টোর মধ্যে বাস ছাড়বে, আপনারা হল নাম্বার 4 আর হল নাম্বার 5। থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক ইউ। Thank you very much.